Let go and let tonight's gentle tale carry you into rest. Wisdom of the River. This story is about the heartwarming friendship between a kind human named Ma and a wise river nymph named Aster, teaching the importance of living harmoniously with nature. In a lush, vibrant valley, blessed by the rays of the sun and kissed by gentle breezes, there lived a kind-hearted human named Muck. He was known throughout the valley as a man of great kindness and curiosity. Every day, Muck would wander through the fields, his eyes observing the dance of the flowers, his ears attuned to the songs of the birds, and his heart open to the secrets of nature. One warm evening, Muck found himself walking along the river bank, the murmur of the water soothing his thoughts. As he strolled, he came across the place where the river widened into a serene pool. The moonlight shimmered on the surface, creating a mesmerizing display of light and shadow. It was here that Ma met Aster, the river nymph. Aster, graceful and ethereal, emerged from the depths of the river with a glow that seemed to blend with the moonlight. Her presence was calming, and her voice was like the softest whisper of the lakes. Ma, respectful and enraptured, bowed slightly and introduced himself. To his delight, Aster smiled and invited him to sit by the pool. Over the days that followed, Ma and Aster developed a profound friendship. They would meet by the river under the canopy of stars, sharing stories and secrets. Aster, with her ancient wisdom, spoke of the history of the river, the creatures that lived within, and the cycles of the moon. Muck, in turn, shared tales of the human world, of the laughter, the sorrow, and the unending quest for knowledge. One night, as the silver beams of the moon filtered through the trees, Muck looked at Aster, with eyes full of curiosity. "Aster," he asked, "how have you acquired such deep wisdom?" Aster smiled, her gaze softening as she looked at the gentle waves of the river. "The river teaches many lessons, dear Muck," she began. "The flow of its water reminds us of time with its endless passage and the importance of patience. The river's course, with its twists and turns, shows that the path to wisdom isn't always straight. And the depths of its waters hold secrets that only those who seek with an open heart can understand." Muck listened intently, his soul resonating with her words. That night, he understood that wisdom was not just about acquiring knowledge but about living harmoniously with the world around him. His nights with Aster deepened his appreciation of the simple yet profound truths of life. He has since changed, but Muck and Aster's friendship only grew stronger. With each visit, Muck felt more connected to nature and its wisdom. He learned to listen to the whispers of the wind, interpret the dance of the flames, and find peace in the rhythm of the rain. And Aster, the embodiment of the river's wisdom, continued to guide him, her presence a beacon of tranquility in his life. As Muck grew older, he shared his learnings with the people of the valley. His tales of the river and its nymph inspired others to seek harmony with nature. He became a beloved elder, whose wisdom was sought by all. And though many years passed, the river remained a place of magic and learning, a testament to the bond between Muck and Aster. And on quiet nights, when the moon was high and the stars were bright, one could still see Muck by the river bank, listening to its ancient song, feeling the presence of his dear friend Aster in every ripple and reflection. Let's drift further into the night with our next tale. Heather and Lobelia, the strength of love. This story is about a brave girl named Heather, who helps a fairy named Lobelia save a magical forest with the power of love and courage. In a quaint village nestled between verdant hills, there lived a young girl named Heather. Heather was known for her kind heart and unwavering courage. Every evening after helping her grandmother tend to the garden, she would sit by the old oak tree, reading stories of magical lands and enchanting creatures. One balmy summer night, as Heather read a particularly exhilarating tale under the stars, she felt a soft tap on her shoulder. Turning round, she was astonished to see a tiny fairy with delicate blue wings shimmering in the moonlight. "Fellow Heather," the fairy said in a melodious voice. "My name is Lobelia." Heather's surprise quickly turned into joy. She had always believed in the magic of the world, and now, here it was, right before her eyes. "Lobelia, it's a pleasure to meet you," Heather explained. "What brings you here?" Lobelia explained that she had come from the enchanted forest beyond the hills, where she had heard tales of Heather's bravery and pure heart. The fairy needed Heather's help. "The forest is losing its light," Lobelia said with a worried expression. "A dark shadow has enveloped it, weakening the magic that sustains our world." Heather rose to her feet, determination gleaming in her eyes. "What can I do to help?" she asked. Together, they embarked on a journey to the enchanted forest. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the once vibrant flora seemed to wither, and the air grew heavy with despair. Lobelia guided Heather to the heart of the forest, where an ancient tree stood. Its leaves were dull, and its bark was brittle. "This tree is the source of our magic," Lobelia explained. "But the darkness is draining its life." Heather knew she had to act. She remembered the stories her grandmother told her about the strength of love and hope. Taking a deep breath, she closed her eyes and placed her hands on the tree's trunk. She poured all her love, courage, and hope into the tree, willing it to revive. The warm, radiant light began to flow from her hands, spreading throughout the tree. Slowly, the leaves regained their vibrant green, and the bark grew strong and healthy. The shadow that had cast a gloom over the forest began to recede, chased away by the newfound light. As the forest revived, Lobelia's wings shimmered even brighter. "You did it, Heather," Lobelia cheered. The forest creatures emerged from their hiding places, celebrating the return of their magical home. Heather smiled, feeling a sense of fulfillment and happiness. He realized that true strength came from within, and that love and courage were the greatest magic of all. As dawn broke, Heather bid farewell to Lobelia and the enchanted forest, knowing that she carried its magic in her heart forever. She returned to her village, cherishing the adventure and the newfound strength she discovered within herself. And from that day on, Heather continued to help those in need, her courageous spirit never wavering. The next story awaits Calm and Kind. Wisteria and Frisia, a tale of support. This story is about a young woman named Wisteria and a water elemental named Frisia, whose bond and mutual support revived their land and strengthened their friendship. In a realm where the whisper of leaves and the hum of streams created a symphony of peace, there lived a young woman named Wisteria. Her home, a quaint wooden cottage embraced by an ancient forest, exuded the scent of blooming flowers and fresh rain. Wisteria had a gift for nurturing life. Her garden was a canvas painted with a riot of colors and textures. One evening, as Wisteria tended to her floral friends, an unusual glow emanated from the nearby stream. Curious, she followed the light and discovered a figure swathed in liquid luminosity. This was Frisia, a water elemental, with eyes like the clearest pools and hair flowing like liquid silver. Frisia had been injured by a shock rock in the stream, and her glowing essence flickered weakly. Without hesitation, Wisteria extended her hand to help the elemental. With gentle determination, she removed the offending pebble and wrapped Frisia's wound with soft moss from her garden. Frisia, though weak, conveyed her gratitude with a soft, melodious hum that resonated through the forest. Day by day, Frisia freed strength with Wisteria's attentive care. They formed a bond like that of kindred spirits, an unspoken symphony of hand and water, of light and earth. Wisteria sang to her new friend songs of the forest, and Frisia danced upon the blossoms, drenching them in dewdrops that sparkled like diamonds. In turn, Frisia shared tales of the depths of the stream, where the currents whispered ancient secrets and the water held memories of the world before. As seasons changed, the forest flourished with their combined synergy. Where Wisteria's fingers touched, the flowers bloomed fuller, and where Frisia's waves flowed, the stream sparkled brighter. Thus soon, a great drought threatened the land. Wisteria's garden began to wilt, and the forest grew silent, its usual symphony stilled. Frisia, sensing Wisteria's distress, knew she had to act. At the sight of her recovering strength, she summoned her deepest reserves of power, channeling rain clouds to quench the parched earth. The skies darkened, and a gentle rain began to fall, restoring life to the thirsty land. Wisteria watched in awe as her garden writhed, blossoms lifting their heads gratefully to the sky. When the rain ceased, Frisia appeared more ethereal than ever, shimmering with a ringing vitality. The bond between Wisteria and Frisia had grown into something extraordinarily beautiful and enduring. From that day forward, they knew that together, they could face any challenge. Their story became a legend, a testament to the strength found in support, and the magic woven through friendship and nature. Let us continue with another tale to warm your heart. Zinnia and Heather, a tale of wholesomeness. This story is about the heartwarming friendship between a kind-hearted girl named Zinnia and a remarkable chipmunk named Heather, who shared countless adventures and taught each other the beauty of kindness and the magic of simple moments. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by blooming gardens and towering trees, lived a young girl named Zinnia. She had a heart as warm as the summer sun and eyes that sparkled with kindness. Every day, she would wander through the woods, enchanted by the beauty of nature. One crisp autumn afternoon, while Zinnia was picking wild flowers, she stumbled upon a tiny chipmunk trapped beneath a fallen branch. Its soft brown fur was coated with dust, and its eyes were wide with fear. Without hesitation, Zinnia knelt down and gently lifted the branch, freeing the little creature. The chipmunk, whom Zinnia named Heather, looked up at her with gratitude, and from that moment an unbreakable bond was formed. Heather was an extraordinary chipmunk. She had a peculiar instinct to find the most beautiful acorns and radiant berries hidden deep within the forest. Each day, Heather would lead Zinnia to these hidden treasures, and Zinnia would fill her basket with the forest's bounty. In return, Zinnia would share stories of distant lands and dreams that stretched beyond the horizon. They would sit by the edge of the sparkling brook, where the water sang softly over smooth stones, and Zinnia's voice would weave tales of adventure and wonder. As the seasons changed, so did their friendship. Winter brought a blanket of snow that turned the forest into a glistening wonderland. Zinnia would knit tiny scarves for Heather to keep her warm, while Heather would dig up hidden caches of nuts to share with Zinnia's family. Their hearts were always full of joy and their spirits bright, even on the coldest days. Spring arrived with its promise of renewal, and the village burst into a kaleidoscope of colors. Zinnia and Heather planted a garden together, filled with every flower imaginable. The garden became a sanctuary where the villagers would come to experience a piece of the magic that Zinnia and Heather shared. As years went by, Zinnia grew older, but her heart remained forever young. Heather too grew a bit slower in her movements, but her eyes still sparkled with the same joy. They remained inseparable, teaching each other the beauty of simple moments and the power of a kind heart. One warm summer evening, As the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky turned to a gentle shade of twilight, Zinnia and Heather sat in their garden, reflecting on their many adventures. Zinnia took Heather's tiny paw in her hand and whispered, "Thank you, Heather, for being my truest friend." Heather chittered softly, her tiny heart full of love. And so Zinnia and Heather's story became a cherished tale in the village, a testament to the magic of friendship and the wholesomeness found in the simplest acts of kindness. Their garden continued to bloom, a living reminder of the bond between a young girl and a chipmunk who found joy in each other's company and made the world a little brighter with their love. Close your eyes, breathe, and drift into a peaceful sleep.